Good morning. I hope everyone's feeling blessed, abundant, and just be grateful, be thankful that love remains with us. Love didn't forget us, that we're still able to feel and have empathy and all those values that there is no price on. There can be no price put on our values, our morality, our sense of self, love, dignity, respect, civility. There's no price to be paid for those things. So be thankful that we are able to live abundantly in that message. And I was just pondering about the Spirit and how in the Bible Jesus basically alludes that he's going up into heaven, but he's going to leave with humanity the Holy Spirit. And I've always wondered when I read that passage, how would we know how do we recognise the Holy Spirit? But thinking about it today, it's just what he's talking about is the Spirit, is our true self, our true natures. I think is I don't know if that's what he's alluding to, but that's what I'm perceiving. And he says as well that that's how we'll recognise the fake ones. That's how we'll recognise those who are not for goodness, for love, through the Spirit. The Spirit will be our guide, will be our truth barometer. And he's so right. When you think about it, you just instantly know something is off about a narcissist or a manipulative individual. You just kind of get a sense. You may not know straight away, but as time goes on, as they reveal their natures and their behaviour unfolds, you begin to see and sense that something is off within their spirit. And I think this is what he was talking about. It kind of blows my mind because I didn't realise it was still going on today in this day and age. Everyone, you can kind of brush off the Bible and say, oh, it happened to, it's about 2,000 years ago. What does it have to do with today? But it seems as though we have just been spiritually blinded from the real truth. And I think when this is what the third eye reactivates, and it takes a lot of time depending on how spiritually hoodwinked we've been by our society, by our immediate environment. So and so I thought to myself, oh gosh, that song with Nas is right. So I was playing Nas, You Can Hate Me Now. And just the things that you were saying is exactly what the narc has been doing, breaking into my home. He says, what, shall I give you my keys, my credit card, my shoes so you can walk in because you hate me? What I can do because I haven't given up on myself is basically what he's saying. And he also is depicting Christ in his video. And that's exactly to a T what this malignant narcissist has been doing, trying to fabricate the narrative, falsify who I am to others, even to myself. That's how evil and twisted they can get. And exactly what he said, word for word, breaking into my home, trying to get my credit cards, trying to walk in my shoes, basically be me. They loathe themselves that much that they then turn it onto you and try and make you the butt of their self-loathing. They then try and project their vile natures onto you, onto us, and then try and get us to believe that narrative that we are no good and they are actually, basically they're robbing from us, they're borrowing self, they are taking what is good, what they see as good and valuable in us, and trying to have that for themselves. It's completely nutty. but then they try and project and pour the self-loathing, the vileness that is in them onto us, because they see us as good-natured, weak, easy targets, basically. So they think, yeah, they can just do that, take what is good in us and falsify that narrative and go around pretending they're the business when they are heathens in disguise. And so even, not everyone who's listening to this may be of the Christian faith, but that's how you can tell them, by the Spirit. If you feel, the energy being sucked out of you, or you just feel tired and deflated, and all they're on is just negativity, gossip, slander, and argumentativeness, that's when you know you're with a toxic or not, narcissistic individual. And another thing I always like to draw upon from the Bible is better to be in the corner of a housetop than live in the whole of a house with a contentious individual. So a person who only lives for strife and drama, stay away from them. It's better you have a little in peace than to have a lot with this individual. And so it's just when I did go through the third eye awakening, it was kind of like, wow, my foundation was the Bible, because everything, I don't know, I just kind of instinctually knew that everything it was saying was right. I mean, since that time, it's kind of been a bit different, because it's then kind of, you've got to live your day-to-day life, haven't you? You've still got to pay your bills, you've still got to look for work, you've still got to raise your family and look after loved ones and stuff like that. But piece by piece, bit by bit, you begin to see what this jigsaw is and how it's been carefully constructed by society, by these other narcissistic individuals, obviously, who have some kind of foothold in society, and shape the way we see things, whether it's through the media, the press, TVs. It's funny how these totalitarian countries always go to burn books. Their first point of lying to their people is by burning all the books, isn't it? Throwing them all in a pile and setting them on fire, because truth can be found in books. That's why that's their first port of call. No, they don't. You don't see them blowing up the TV centres, do you? Or the TV stations? No, because they can be manipulated. But books can't be manipulated. Books can't be, unless you're going to rewrite another one. The truth stands as it is. So, it's very interesting. So I just wanted to make this video today, and I hope the day finds you in good health and spirits.